Hey guys and welcome. I am the Seven Swords and we are back in Skyrim. We are currently still up in the marshes of Skyrim. We were just at this Fraught Cave, which has a dwarven fortress of some kind inside of it that is now one of our player homes. Um, we are on our way back to um, Whiterun, most likely. Um, in order to return the shard of Wuthrad we got from the towers over here. Surprisingly, there was nobody at the towers. They just weren't there. My gamble is that they are attacking Whiterun, and that they're attacking the Companions Guild while we're gone. Um, yes, that does happen eventually. Yes, I'm spoiling that. I'm going to probably be doing that quite a lot. Um, but I think that's why they weren't there. I think that quest is kind of run that way. That or it just bugged out. It might not be the case. It might. I don't know. Um, but Sarah is not aware of that. She does not. Herself doesn't think that right now. Right now, she is going to go into this Kornvarang cave. I cannot read these names sometimes. I swear. I mostly am wanting to do this these caves because she's still exploring, and some of the coolest things that I found this playthrough have been through rando exploring, and that's also part of Skyrim. I've been watching through a couple of the playthroughs that I've done, um, or a couple of the videos I've done in the past couple of videos, um, just as I'm working on getting them uploaded as I can. Um, but I was kind of curious about holy crap, there's a ton of spiders down here. Interesting. There's a lot of spiders here. Like, I could tell there were going to be a lot of spiders from the outside of the cave, but this is like bizarre. We can continue hitting him with this flare bolt. I do feel like Elemental Bolt is pretty strong for a spell. It's a lot stronger than my Flame spell, I'm pretty sure. We're gonna go into the water and see if there's anything good in the water. A chest. Is it locked? Yes, it is. I was hoping it was. I didn't feel like trying to unlock a chest right now. Very good. Keep going. I do feel like Flare Bolt is one of the most powerful spells we have right now. Blood Lair. Did that say Blood Lair? I guess this place. Another spider. Another spider. I did notice that our Magicka is getting pretty good at being resistant, which I am glad about because that makes it far more likely that we are going to be able to continue our worship of Magnus for quite some time. To pray in order to get our Magicka back right now, but I think that's everything dealt with down here. Another Valor Stone. Lockpicks. Some Master Robes of Illusion. That's tempting. Actually, now that I think about it, no, it's not, because Destruction Magic is what we're using the most of right now. Alright, before we continue, let's go ahead and pray to Magnus real quick to get our Magicka back up. I am enjoying this. In Oblivion, the Atrodox Stone actually would prevent you from regenerating magic altogether, and I actually liked that because it made it feel like Magicka was more valuable than what it normally is. So I definitely enjoy this. Definitely not what I was expecting, because I'm a lot more powerful than I gave myself credit for with magic. Hey, I think that's everything. Huh, just a nice little, spider-filled cave. Probably a terrifying adventure for anybody who's an arachnophobe, but pretty good for me. Even though I'm not a fan of spiders. I wouldn't say I'm arachnophobe, because as far as I'm aware, I wouldn't say I have arachnophobia. The reason I say as far as I'm aware is I never really know. Like, I don't like spiders when they're near me. I don't mind seeing them if they're on a video game or at a great distance away from me, but I'm not a big fan of having them on me. I don't like their webs, I don't like them, and I'd rather just not have them around. Now, if I see a spider and I'm bothered by it, I will normally get rid of it. So I don't know if I have arachnophobia, because I'm pretty sure like people with arachnophobia, like if they see a spider, the only logical conclusion that they come to is burn the entire house down. But for me, it's like, no, I'll just get rid of the spider. It's fine. It's not like it's going to hurt me. I actually don't even need to get rid of it. I could always just leave it alone. But I don't want it on in my house. I don't want it on me. I don't want it to mess with me. Not to mention, there are spiders that are venomous. And even the ones that aren't venomous still don't like their legs and stuff being all over me. But whatever. Um, I'm not gonna butcher those wolves. Oh, this is the Elder Green Sanctuary. Okay, we're not going in there because that's part of a later quest, and I don't want to go in there until I have the later quest. We are going to kill this brigand, apparently. I know that some days I'm like, I don't want to kill Spriggans because there are possibly servants of Kinnereth, and I don't want to be against Kinnereth, and then some days I'm like, murder the Spriggan on sight. It's one thing because of the fact that they have like some decent ingredients inside of them and stuff, so I want those. Oh, okay, I was about to say, where is this? I thought there were people here. There are people here. They're all around here. Talk to you?
Huh?
Sure.
Need something?
I like how they're just kind of like chilling out here. Alright, I think I'll start heading towards Whiterun now. I was interested to see what that was. Now I've seen what that was, and now I'm interested in going to Whiterun. I am kind of hoping this isn't the end of the Companion's quest. Mostly because I'd like to have a couple more quests of just sending me around random locations. I am also pretty much killing things on sight because, at least things that I know are enemies sometimes on sight, as I am trying to I'm trying to get more experience for destruction magic. Ooh, I know what this place is. We've actually been here before, but it was a long time ago. It was actually at the very beginning of the Let's Play. And it was actually before the beginning of the Let's Play, actually, now that I think about it. Because that's where you start in that abandoned prison when you're playing as when you play with the alternate start mod, and that's where it puts you to make your decision on where you're going to go. I've actually played a couple of characters who, instead of them wishing for a new life or anything, they just wish to escape the prison. So they come out here, and this is around the area that they started. I'm wondering if there's going to be a route that I can go that will take me back to Whiterun. I could always teleport back to the Mage's Guild, to the College of Winterhold, and then go from there back to the Terminus, and then to Whiterun. But I don't feel like doing that. Like I said before, I like getting the exploration. I actually like the fact that this is becoming a regular walk for Sarah, which we can always put down her hands. I do like the God's Rays every once in a while.
Important deliveries to make. No time for chatting.
Ah, another courier. It's always funny that you can see them throughout Skyrim. Even though I'm very strongly convinced that they're more powerful than the Dragonborn. The courier is a questionable character to me. Dying gasp of a bear? Interesting. There was a spell that I once got thanks to a mod that I tried to install, but it's not working for some reason. But it's basically, it gives a lot more spells, some with utility, some with more utility than others, and it's like Magic Strider or something like that. And basically what it does is, like, if I was casting it right now, it would increase my movement speed by 3 times to make me faster. And it's really useful for getting around Skyrim quickly. Again, there are no bandits here. Maybe this place has just been abandoned permanently. A good thing for Whiterun. And any travelers that use this road, myself included. Even though I can just eliminate all the bandits pretty quickly, it's nice to not have to deal with them. And while it's not something that I would care about, Sarah would be happy that it means that the people are no longer being threatened. There's also a path up the mountain there to that giant's camp where we had to kill that giant for that quest a while back. I do like being able to sit back and try to remember some of Sarah's story, kind of like when she was going through that place for the Mages Guild. Or when she came up here to clear out that creature in that cave and found out about the Dwemer for the first time. Running around the hold with Lydia, clearing out the bandits and stuff, trying to do her duteous thing. And then finally, one of her most infamous memories, helping the Redguard mercenaries because she knew she didn't think she was powerful enough to fight them. The heck is this? Necromancers, and judging by their behavior, a threat to the hold. Honeycomb, Ravenclaw. Gold, Petty Soul Gem. Alright. That deals with them. I may be about to oh, and then this place when we first were a vampire, and we were talking about getting Lydia Ebony Mail. Now we've worn Ebony Mail. But, I may be about to curse I may be about to jinx myself, but I haven't ran into any of the undead in quite a while. Whiterun. It's been a while since we were here. How's my inventory looking? It is well above 800, so we will be stopping at the terminus again before heading into Whiterun, but I will be, again, cutting that out. And as we have seen quite a few times of me doing this walk up to Whiterun, and I'd like to get as much content into today's video as possible, and I have a bit of time today to record this. So I'm actually going to cut the recording here, and I'll bring you guys back once we get into Whiterun. See you guys then. Alright, we're back. I have swung by the Clockwork Castle and dropped off a lot of my stuff. Actually, I think that we still have the Ring of Ancestors on. We're going to go ahead and switch that out for Kano's ring again. I also have this Peerless Magicka, which I was right. I can actually wear this while wearing my mask and mantle setup. So this will increase my Magicka just a little bit more.
Isolde, was it? What brings you to the market?
Which means we can go ahead and pray again. We're going to go ahead and pray to Magnus again. We're going to go ahead and go over to Talos' statue real quick. And we're going to go ahead and pray to Magnus, but we're going to do it in front of Talos' statue. As I believe that she would respect Talos. I don't think she's praying to him right now, because Magnus gives her a more direct line to her Magicka. And she is trying to master the power behind Ethereus magic. Alright, where is everybody?
I've been running interference for you around here. I don't think anyone's caught on to our little campaign. Yet.
Good. I got another fragment.
Another piece of glory. Good work, Shield Sister.
Any more work we can do?
And there is more work to be done. But I fear that Kodlak's gotten wind of our recent efforts. He's asked to see you. My advice, always be honest with the old man. But don't tell him anything he doesn't need to know.
Okay. We'll go talk to Kodlak then. He wants to speak with us, and that's fine with us.
I've been tending to the warriors of your Vasker for as long as I can remember.
Mind if I sit down?
I hear you've been busy of late.
I work to honor the companions. I work to bring honor to us all. No. I should be more straightforward. Ayla and I work to avenge Skior's death.
Your hearts are full of grief, and my own weeps at the loss of Skior. But his death was avenged long ago. You have taken more lives than honor demanded. The cycle of retaliation may continue for some time. In any case, I have a task for you. Have you heard the story of how we came to be werewolves?
Upon us on the ancient companions. Skior said it was a blessing of hearsay. I know Skior said it's a blessing of hearsay. I don't remember Vilka saying was a curse laid upon us, upon the ancient companions. I will go with it's a blessing of hearsay, because I do believe that's how Sarah sees it.
Aye, that sounds like it. As in all matters of faith, though, the reality is more complicated than one believer would tell you.
1 second. We'll go back to talking to him in a second. I feel as though the music is a little overbearing right now, so I am going to lower the music down a bit, just because I do want the voices of the NPCs to be heard better than the music. So we'll go ahead and do that.
Have you heard the story of how we... Aye. As in all
Get back to where we
faith,
were.
Though, the reality is more complicated than one believer would tell you.
So what's the truth then? What do you see?
The companions are nearly 5,000 years old. This matter of beast blood has only troubled us for a few hundred. One of my predecessors was a good but short-sighted man. He made a bargain with the witches of Glenmoral Coven. If the companions would hunt in the name of their lord Hircine, we would be granted great power.
and we became werewolves.
They did not believe the change would be permanent. The witches offered payment, like anyone else. But we had been deceived.
We were given power. I felt the power in the blood in my veins before. I've felt it as I've used it. This is more that we were given power. We were given what we asked for.
The witches didn't lie, of course, but it's more than our bodies. The disease, you see, affects not just our bodies. It seeps into the spirit. Upon death, werewolves are claimed by Hirsing for his hunting grounds. For some, this is a paradise. They want nothing more than to chase prey with their master for eternity. And that is their choice. But I am still a true Nord, and I wish for Sovngarde as my spirit home.
I don't think Sarah ever considered the fact that when she dies, she might have to go to Hirsing's realm. Is there a way to cure yourself? Can you be cured? Is it possible?
That's what I've spent my twilight years trying to find out. And now I've found the answer. The witch's magic ensnared us, and only their magic can release us. They won't give it willingly, but we can extract their foul powers by force. I want you to seek them out. Go to their coven in the wilderness. Strike them down as a true warrior of the wild. And bring me their heads, the seat of their abilities. From there, we may begin to undo centuries of impurity.
Shall be done.
Good. Now move quickly, and don't leave any of them. Talos guide you, lass. Some nights I dream about the mists of Sovngarde.
One day you'll see them. I'll free you, Kodlak. I do feel like she does want to do free Kodlak, even if she doesn't want to cure the blessing her own. One of the reasons why I had her didn't say that she wanted to cure her blessing is that I don't know if she would. I don't know if she would want to cure it or not. I think that she does see the power of a werewolf, but she also has just found faith in the Godscan.
Might head down to the meadery later.
She's less afraid of death than most, just because of the fact that when she dies, she's brought back. Some god, divine, or other power brings her back whenever she is slain, returning her to her flesh and allowing her to fight again. And she is under the impression that it must be for a reason. There must be a reason why the gods have favored her. And she believes that it must be that the gods have favored, since the gods favor her, they must still favor her because she still is revived. And she doesn't believe Hirsing would have the power to revive her. She feels like if Hirsing was going to do it, Hirsing would like just have her transform into a more powerful version of a werewolf. And she was also being revived prior to coming into contact with Hirsing. Another bit of information from this, because this is going to be kind of important to point out. This is where the Horn of Hirsing is supposed to be. That lets me travel to the hunting grounds. The mod that I installed quite a while ago. I just have not been able to go there, but after looking, this is where it's supposed to be. Now, I did just notice that this coven was marked as cleared on my map, which means we've been there before, and means that we probably cleared them out. I don't know if that was before or after I added the mod. So, what we will be doing is we'll be going there, trying to get the current quest done by getting some of the Glomar Witches' heads. We might not kill them all. Sarah might let some of them live if possible. But she is looking to get at least enough of them to cure herself and to cure Kodlak. She might cure herself, she might also cure she'll cure Kodlak, she might cure herself. And I do plan on having her leave and go to Solstheim before we finish this quest line. We are going to get pretty far with it. But I want to clear the quest line because I want to go there before we clear the quest line because I want to keep the powers of a werewolf, and we might just get us cured completely. She might return to being just pure human before too long. She might not actually become... I don't know if I want her to become a vampire again, because I was talking with somebody, and it is kind of a weird decision for her to become a vampire with how her character goes. Because in one voice, her becoming a vampire would make sense for what I plan to do with some of the story. Doesn't realize that yet, but it is the case. I also have reason to believe that it would be better for her to I also have reasons to think that her being a werewolf is useful for the story. But I don't want to stay a werewolf any longer. Becoming a vampire is more interesting to me. What is this one? Another shrine. Let's see what this one is. Shore's Stone discovered. Where is it? Shrine of Yoffer. Is this the one I think it is? Go ahead and leave a blessing. Travel faster while not in combat. Read the stories of others. Explore new locations. What else are you supposed to deserve my favor? This is the one that was the god that was worshipped by my my wood elf character. Let's see what blessing he gives. Blessing of Yar for carrying capacity increased by 20%. Like 20 points. 20% would probably be more useful than 20 points, but man. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I feel a cough coming on. I am currently, well, part of me wishes I could get it out. Part of me wishes I couldn't. 1 second, I will try and deal with it. Alright, I am back. Hopefully that dealt with it. Not sure if it was something irritating my lungs or my throat, but it feels as though I have been able to deal with the problem. Not exactly the throat of the world, but not exactly the one I want to climb over either. Let's see. Whiterun, Rorikstead, Helgen. This leads to Helgen? The heck would this give me to Helgen? Oh, okay. I can kind of see how this would give me to Helgen. We actually haven't used this spell in a while. Yep, it says to go this way. So we will go this way. I need to use that one sparingly now that my magicka is limited. Although I've noticed that our magicka is pretty good for most combat encounters. I was watching it a lot while rewatching some of the videos, and it is amazing how well our magicka handles itself. Even with the combat. Is this? Oh, these are probably visuals of Stendarr. Yep.
Stendarr's mercy be upon you, for the vigil has none to spare.
That almost sounded like a threat. I do kind of wonder if you are a Daedra worshiper, if you're following like if you have Daedric artifacts and stuff, if they're more aggressive towards you when you speak to them. Kind of like how the guards will say, well, like people will make comments about you being a werewolf, or comments about you being a vampire, or comments about you being part of the Dark Brotherhood or the Thieves Guild. As far as I can tell, though, according to what I've learned, being a member of the Thieves Guild or Dark Brotherhood is not considered illegal in Skyrim, or in most of Tamriel, it seems. It's only the act of committing what you do in that guild that's illegal. It's like being part of the club isn't the problem. It's doing the things the club does. Like, a lot of people were like, well, that's obvious. But, like, I don't know, part of me was expecting, like, it to be like, okay, if you're part of this group, and we know this group is guilty, we're just going to consider you guilty as well. But that's not the case, apparently. Alright, let's see. I don't know what I'm going to do about the whole,
Staff is useless. I'm useless. The whole world is useless.
You good?
Oh, hello there. I did notice you come up. I was focusing my magicka. Or at least I thought I was. I don't really know what I'm doing.
That's a nice staff you have.
I used to think so too. See, my grandfather was a wizard. My father wouldn't talk about it much. But I found some of his things in the attic, including this staff. After that, I thought I was turning into a wizard too, because dead things near me would come to life again for a while. I even went to the College of Winterhold. They just laughed at me. The magic is in the staff, not in me, they said.
How about some coin? It's probably worth more to you than the staff is, and I might as well take the staff from you. Sure?
Gold solves most problems, doesn't it? In fact, keep it. I must have used up the magic in the staff or something. It's just a dumb stick of wood now.
Have fun. Alright, so I really feel bad for that guy. I feel like he like, it's interesting that he's a thing because it makes me wonder if that's correct. Like, reanimates powerful dead bodies to fight for you for 60 seconds. It still has magic in it for us. Like, we can still use it. Its charge is not spent. So I wonder if maybe, like, he did have magic or something? Like, I don't know. Like, he says he went to the college, and the college said, no, you're not magical. It's the staff. So maybe he's not, but I really feel bad for him because I feel like he should have had a chance. And I think Sarah would give him a chance. Like, maybe she tried to unlock his magic for him or something. I don't know. Seems odd, though. Yep, here's the coven. We've been here before. Cleared out this coven before. But maybe this is where it is. Maybe we just... Maybe it was a different group that we slayed. Who knows? Go in and check it out. Looks like there's 5. I can sense 5 of them, I think. Said we needed the heads from them. My dagger is not super sharp, but should be enough to cut this off. Alright. We have a head. We could head back now, but more heads would be useful. Got another one. now she's stuck T-posing. Sarah might not kill them all. And again, she might. They have the power to call upon a Daedric prince. Maybe their power is better off being buried. Who knows? It's 3. 2 more. They're also hag ravens, which Sarah has killed a great many of them for merely being a threat. Might be best just to end them all. Deal with them now so they may not fester. I am still looking for where the Horn of Hircine is. If I don't find it here, I'm not going to be too worried about it. Going to the hunting ground sounds nice. It also gives Sarah kind of an idea of if that would be something she would want. We have one more to kill. Oh, interesting. Shrine of Hircine. Hircine is the huntsman and father of Man-Beast. He is the guardian of were creatures. Improves attacks against weakened targets. Slay the living in open combat, especially those stronger than you. Live as a werewolf, prey in the wilds, and those skilled in light armor are most deserving of my favor. Oh. Let's see what the Blessing of Hircine is real quick. Regenerate 1% of your maximum stamina per second. Horn of the Hunt. Might as well see what this does. Range, I would have expected it to be there. Is it a weapon? No. Arbor? Hear Hircine calling. Horn of the Hunt. Go. Whoa. Take Hircine's mask. Oh, is it this thing? Hircine's mask. Considered to be light armor. No, thank you. Another shrine? Doesn't look like it. Where are we? Not that I don't feel like I might know the answer. Huh. Whoa. Oh.
And what might you need? Azura's wisdom to you, friend.
Follow me. No, thanks.
All right, then.
Kind of hoping he was going to tell us where we are. I was trying to interact with this stuff, but I can't. Press it real quick. Aaron's clothes, Aaron's gloves, Aaron's hat 2. Sing. Where'd he go? I'm guessing the gentleman we just saw a few seconds ago is Aaron. Hear him. There he is. I'm guessing you're Aaron.
What might you
yes.
need?
Getting tools. Lots of meat and lots of ale on ice. But plenty of deer. I am famished. All of these animals here to feast upon. What is this? Steed stone. Those on the steed stone can carry more and do not suffer movement penalty from armor. You may only have the sign of one. I thought I saw something run over there. It might have been just another deer. So this is what the hunting grounds are. I don't think there's going to be anything to do for a quest in here because we couldn't really talk to the guy to do a quest. So I'm guessing this is, yeah. It also looks like this might be it. Let's see, can I, here we go. The door to Skyrim apparently over in that direction. I wonder if that's just so we can leave. Although I'm thinking that the way to leave would be just to use the horn, just to take the horn off. I'm not too surprised. It's not the quest. It wasn't really super big on like what it was. So it's not like I wasn't expecting it to be something simple and such. Was kind of hoping for a little bit more.
Need something?
Have him follow us,
Until
but I don't
next
think
time.
I'm going to. I'm more of just happy to have done this just because was curious to see what we did, but it is noticeable that this isn't very impressive. It's nice. Oh. Okay, there we go. Oh. Okay, I give this a little bit more credit. This is pretty cool. So I don't think Sarah came here through the horn in my headcanon of the playthrough. I think she got a glimpse of what lay beyond the afterlife for her if she stayed a werewolf. And while this is interesting, I don't think she's like, don't get me wrong, I think what she saw was more convincing. Like, she saw people living in there, she saw people hunting, she saw abundant prey, she saw the power of Hircine laid out before her. But in the end, I think in the end she came to the same conclusion that she was thinking before. It's not for her. This isn't her. This isn't hers. So I think she goes to the altar, knowing that this is the altar that this is where she came through, and she prays, not to Hircine, not to the Lord of the Hunt, but to Magnus, god of magic. And I think she prays to return to Skyrim. That she knows that this is not hers, her realm. She knows that this is not what she wants. And she crosses back over. to think about. And a decent walk home to think about it. But for now, I've been the Seven Swords. You've all been amazing, and I'll see y'all in the next one. That was the exit to the cave. I'll see y'all in the next one. We'll probably be back outside when I come back. But see you guys in the next one.